Hello out there to all the beautiful souls. This marks day one, the beginning of my, I guess, what is it called now? Blogging journey. I've been telling myself that I'm going to start a blog for a long time. I see a lot of people in math education, they've been doing it. I've been told to start something and I'll, maybe write something down, but never really got to a space where I actually was consistent or I even finished an entry, right? So I've been doing a lot of thinking and I realized that writing ain't for me. That's just what it is. I'm all about capitalizing on your personal strengths and the things that you know that you're amazing at. And for me, what has been happening is that I've been feeling a lot of stress around writing something and making sure that my commas are in the right place and that, my punctuation is correct or I'm not misspelling things. I ain't got time for that. What I realized is that I should just go ahead and have conversations because I'm great at having conversations. So, with all that being said, here I am, first vlog post, finally, right? And I want to kind of go back to CMC South, the California Math Council that we attended. What was that, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, where I went on this personal journey. I realized that I do not invest in people. I realized that I don't take the time to get to know people. I don't take the time to actually ask them questions about themselves. Really and truly, I just didn't know how to do it. I never really experienced that as a child, and to be able to meet someone and engage with their life and find out things about them that, even if it's not pertinent to me, even if it's not related to me, that I want to show genuine interest in the things that someone else has going on. And it's been a struggle, right? And it's actually been a hindrance as well because it hasn't allowed me to network and do a lot of the things that I've wanted to do. So I went on this journey, and before CMC South, I don't remember how the conversation started. I think we started talking on Twitter. I mentioned something, and somehow we got into this. Everybody's getting hugs. So I pushed myself out of my comfort zone. If you know me, I'm not a hugger. I do not walk up to people and give them hugs. I might not even give you a high five. Let's just be clear. So I went on this journey of when I see somebody, whether I know them or I'm just meeting them, you getting a hug. It was amazing for me personally to experience how much happier and welcome I felt and how much more a part of the community I felt just by the simple task of giving people hugs and really and truly engaging with their lives. So if you've ever, talked to me or been to one of my talks, you know that Robert Kaplinsky, he's one of my mentors. And I joked with him last time and said, you know what, Robert, you're like the salesperson for everybody that comes to the table. He will legit say, and this is Lila Noor. She hails from Los Angeles County and she currently does this and she's great at this. He does that about everybody. And I never understood how or why, but he genuinely takes interest in other people and their journeys and their development and their careers, which is amazing because within the profession that we're in, that's what we're supposed to be doing. So when I think about CMC South, I'm sure the sessions were amazing. I'm sure the knowledge and the learning was great. But for me, the takeaway was about relationships. It was about stepping outside of my comfort zone to be a better version of me, to work on the things that I know that I've been struggling with, and to really try and push myself forward in a way that I haven't been able to in the past, because I know how important it is for me. So moving forward, I've given myself a lot of, if you will, like a to-do list of things that I say I must do when I go to conferences, things that I have to do when I'm around other people that aren't my, direct friends that I've grown up with or part of my family members. And that is giving hugs. And I have to learn 3 things about somebody, right? Because I've had people, Daniel L., he knows I can't pronounce his last name. For instance, he told me that we met 2 or 3 times and I could not, and I feel terrible about this, but then again, this is about me reflecting and this is about me becoming a better person. I had no idea who he was. And that is not to attribute that's not a tribute to who he is as a person or his particular skill set, which is amazing because I went to one of his sessions and it was so enlightening for me as a coach. It had nothing to do with him as a person. It was all about me and my inability to connect with people or to even figure out how to connect with people. And that's something that isn't fair to the people around me and it's not fair to myself. So my goal, my task is to genuinely interact with people. And I've been reading or listening to this audiobook that's been helping. It's called 92 Tips and Tricks to for big success, or little tricks for big success in relationship and building relationships. I think it's by somebody named Leo Loudis or Louderness. I'll post the actual name underneath here. But I really wanted to start off with my reflection about how I've been genuinely trying to just be a better version of me. And I think that this is going to really help me. I'm a talker and I'm a processor and I'm a relationship vulnerable. And as my best friend has told me recently, you are an empath. That I am. And this right here, all of this right here, I think is going to be amazing for me personally. And hopefully for other people who are willing to take the time to, listen and see what they can get out of it. So thank you all, you beautiful souls, for listening. And until next time, Lila the Educator, Motivator, out.